Good morning, student. I'm Dr. Ramurthy Reddy, Assistant Professor, SU Engineering College, Tirupati. So, in last class, we have discussed the expansions, Taylor series expansion, Lorentz series expansion, and some definitions: singular point, essential singular point, isolated singular point, removable singular point. In today's lecture, we will discuss what is pole. So, pole of order, finding residues, residue theorem, and the evolution of integrals using residue theorem. Before going to the definition of pole, already we know the definition of singular point. So, singular point is a point at which f of z fails to be analytic. So, that means 1 by z means. So, at z equal to 0, it is not defined, it is not differentiable. So, therefore, that point is singular point. Then, isolated singular point. A singular point is said to be isolated if there exists no other singularity in the neighborhood of that point. Suppose 1 by z minus 2 into z minus 5 for suppose. So at z equal to 2 or z equal to 5 are singular points, right? So there exists no other singular point in the neighborhood of 2 and also neighborhood of 5, because 5 minus epsilon to 5 plus epsilon, there is no other singular point. So where epsilon is very negligible, right? Next, removable singular point. So removable singular point means an isolated singular point is said to be removable if it has no principal part. That means there is no negative power sub z, right? For suppose f of z is sin z by z. So otherwise there is another definition. So if f of z is not defined but limit exists, so then also we say that f of z has a removable singular point at z equal to some a. Right? For example, f of z equal to sin z by z. So first it is not defined, but its limit is use L hospital rule, limit exists. So therefore, so that singular point is removable singular point, right? Next, essential, a singular point is said to be essential if the negative powers of z are infinite number of terms. So then it is essential singular point. Now coming for pole, an isolated singular point z equal to z naught is said to be pole if the Lorentz series expansion, the negative powers of terms are finite. So that means, so in the Lorentz series expansion, it has only finite number of terms in the principal part. So or if there exists a positive integer m such that limit z tends to z naught, z minus z naught whole power m, f of z equal to capital A not equal to 0. So then z equal to z naught is a pole of order m. So when limit z tends to z naught, z minus z naught whole power m, f of z not equal to 0. So then z equal to z naught is a pole of order m. If m equal to 1, so here m equal to 1, so then z equal to z naught is a simple pole. So that means limit z tends to z naught, z minus z naught into f of z not equal to 0, then it is a simple pole. If m equal to 2, so then it is pole of order 2, m equal to 3, pole of order 3, and so on. For example, consider f of z equal to 1 by z minus 1 has a simple pole at z equal to 1. So because z minus 1 into 1 by z minus 1, now cancel z minus 1, z minus 1, it is 1 not equal to 0, therefore it has a simple pole at z equal to 1. Right? Now for example, f of z equal to 5 by z square into z minus 5. Here z equal to 0 is a pole of order 2 because z minus 0 whole square into this term. Then z square get cancel, it is 5 by z minus 5. If we substitute z equal to 0, 5 by minus 5 is minus 1 not equal to 0. So therefore z equal to 0 is a pole of order 2 and z equal to 5 is a simple pole. Right? Now residue of f of z. Now finding residue. So there are some formulas. Residue of f of z at pole z equal to a of order m is given by So residue of f of z at z equal to a equal to 1 by m minus 1 factorial limit z tends to a d power m minus 1 by dz power m minus 1 of z minus a whole power m into f of z. Right? So that is your formula. Residue of f of z at a simple pole. Simple pole means put m equal to 1. So it is limit z tends to a z minus a into f of z. So there is another way to find the residue is if f of z is of the form pi by z, pi of z by psi of z. So pi of a equal to 0, psi of a not equal to 0. Then your residue is pi of a by psi dash of a. Now first consider the first problem. Find the residue of f of z z e power z by z minus 1 whole power 3. First you need to find the poles, right? So for the poles you equate denominator to 0. So that means z minus 1 whole power 3 equal to 0. So that means z equal to 1 1 1 3 times repeated since it is a cubic. Now z equal to 1 is a pole of order 3 clearly because z minus 1 whole power 3 into f of z if we consider. So at z equal to 1, 1 into e power 1 it is not equal to 0, therefore z equal to 1 is a pole of order 3. Now we have a formula residue of f of z at a pole z equal to a of order m is, this is your formula residue of f of z z equal to a, so which is 1 by m minus 1 factorial limit z tends to a d power m minus 1 by dz power m minus 1 of this. Here m equal to 3 and a equal to 1. Then substitute 3 minus 1 factorial. So it is 2 times differentiable and here it is cancelled z e power z and it is of the form uv. So right, first z into e power z plus e power z, then e power z is common, e power z into z plus 1, then again you differentiate, you get this. Now substitute z tends to 1, so which is 3e by 2. So 3e by, no problem, 2. Find the residue of f of z. So the given function f of z is z square minus 2z by z plus 1 whole square into z square plus 1. First you have to find the poles. For poles, so you have to equate denominator to 0. So that means z plus 1 whole square into z square plus 1 equal to 0. See, z plus 1 whole square means z equal to minus 1 minus 1. Z square plus 1 equal to 0 means z square is minus 1, z is plus or minus I. So z equal to minus 1 is a pole of order 2. So I and minus I are simple poles. So you need to find residues at all these poles, right? Now since I and minus I are simple poles, so the definition is easy. Limit z tends to I, z minus I into f of z. So f of z is this, and you write z square plus 1 as 2 factors z minus I into z plus I. Now z minus I get cancelled. It is z square minus 2z by z plus 1 whole square into z plus I. Now we substitute I square is minus 1 minus 2i. Then here is I plus 1 whole square into I plus I is 2i, right? So it is minus 1 minus 2i by 2i into 2i. So because a plus b whole square means I square is minus 1, that 1 can cancel. Now 2i. So it is I square is minus 1, so minus 4 here, and minus get cancelled. It is 1 by 4 plus I by 2, right? So this is for I. So similarly for minus I, so minus I means it is, here is plus I, so here is plus I, so this plus I get cancelled. It is minus I whole square plus 2i, right? Minus I whole square means minus 1, it is minus 1 plus 2i, so divided by I plus 1 whole square. So in terms of z is minus I plus 1 whole square minus I, so it is also the same for I square is minus 1. So after getting simplification, now of order 2, so of order 2 means you have to use formula, so which is 1 by 2 minus 1 factorial, so it is 1. So d square means d power 2 minus 1 means it is first derivative, so first you cancel these terms, then it is u by v form, v square v into du means d by dz of z square is 2z minus 2 minus this term into d by dz of this, it is 2z. So Now z square into it is 2z cube minus 2z square plus 2z minus 2. So here is 2z cube minus 2z cube plus 4z square. After simplification and substituting z equal to minus 1, so then you get this. Right? Now here find the poles and residues at each pole of f of z. This is another method for finding residues. You can use residue at a polar part m also. So but this is simplest way. So that means for poles z power 4 minus 1 equal to 0, z equal to plus or minus 1 plus or minus I are the roots. It's a fourth root of unity. Now see f of z is of the form pi of z by psi of z, and the psi of this all points are 0, right? Pi of a not equal to 0. Then residue at z equal to a is direct formula pi of a by psi dash of a. So that means pi of a this, so its derivative is 4z cube, right? So pi of z is psi of z is this. Now residue of f of z equal to 1 is pi of 1 by psi dash of 1. So pi of 1 means 1 square divided by 4z cube means 4 1 cube, that means 1 by 4. Now here is pi of minus 1, it is minus 1 whole square is 1 divided by 4 into minus 1 whole power 3, it is minus 4, so that means minus 1 by 4. Pi of I square is minus 1 by 4 into I power 3, I power 3 is minus I, so that means it is minus I by 4. So similarly it is I by 4. Now residue theorem is nothing but f of z is analytic within and on a closed curve C except a finite number of poles. Then integral f of z dz is 2 pi I into this is sum of residues at each poles inside C. So you have to find the integration of f of z. Instead of finding integration using line integrals or Cauchy integral theorem, Cauchy integral formula, you use residue theorem. It is better. So because you know the formulas for finding residues at a pole of order m. So now check how many poles inside that region. So what are the poles inside that region and find their residues and add. So with the multiple of 2 pi I, you get the answer. It is by residue theorem. See first one. So this is your problem, and first you need to check the poles. How many poles inside C? So what are the poles inside C? For poles equate this to 0, and z equal to 0 is one pole, z equal to minus 2 is one pole, z equal to minus 1 by 2 is pole. So the given region is circle mod z equal to 1. Now you substitute z equal to 0, it is less than 1, that means that point is lies inside. Z equal to minus 2, modulus of minus 2 is 2, it is greater than 1, that point is outside. Now z equal to minus 1 by 2, so it is modulus of 1 by 2, it is 1 by 2, 0.5 less than 1. So therefore only two poles lies inside, which is 0 and minus 1 by 2. So you need to find a residue at those points, z equal to 0, z equal to minus 1 by 2. Because these are simple poles, so you usually find limit z tends to a z minus a into f of z. See residue at 0, so limit z minus a into f of, so in place of a it is 0, z it cancel. Now at z tends to 0 it is minus 1 by 2. This is your residue. Now at minus 1 by 2, minus 1 by 2 term get cancel, it is minus 1 by 2. Now here taking 1 by 2 as 2 as LCM. So 2 as LCM means 1 by 2 into 2z plus 1, 2z plus 1, 2z plus 1, then get cancel. Then you substitute z tends to minus 1 by 2. So you get 4 by 3. Now using Cauchy residue theorem, we directly say 2 pi I into sum of residues. Only two poles inside means its residue is minus 1 by 2 plus 4 by 3. Now LCM is 6. It is 3 minus 3 plus 8. Right? 2 ones are 2 3s are get cancelled, and it pi by 3. See this by using residue theorem it is very easy. So otherwise you use Cauchy integral formula, no problem. So Cauchy integral formula, residue theorem, those are the applications to find the area integral Now see, evaluate sin z by z power 6 where c is this. So given circle is 2. Now per poles z power 6 equal to 0. So that means z equal to 0. If we substitute here z less than 2, mod 0 less than 2, the pole lies inside. Initial and it is of order 6. So it is a pole of order 6. Now find residue. So finding residue 1 by m minus 1 factorial 5 factorial, that means you have to differentiate 5 times. So sin z 5 times. First dy dz of sin z is cos z. Dy dz of cos z is minus sin z. Dy dz of minus sin z is minus cos z. Now dy dz of minus cos z is sin z. So then again dy dz of sin z is cos z. So 5 times you differentiate, then it is 1 by 20. So this is your residue at a pole, right? Now only one pole lies inside means it is 1 by 20 residue into 2 pi I. So by residue theorem it is 2 pi I, right? This is your answer, simplest way. Now evaluation of integrals of this type, so in terms of trigonometry. So for this already you know, so this is your unit circle z equal to e power I theta. So by derivating dz equal to I e power I theta d theta, d theta equal to dz by I e power I theta. So e power I theta is nothing but z dz by I z. So these formulas already you know, cos theta equal to e power I theta plus e power minus I theta by 2. E power I theta is z, so it is z power minus 1, that means 1 by z by 2. Here also sin theta equal to e power I theta minus e power minus I theta by 2i. 1 by 2i into z minus 1 by z. So your it is circle 0 less than equal theta less than equal 2 pi. Now your cos theta is changed like this, sin theta is changed like this. Totally it is integral c f of z dz. Again you use residue theorem. It is very easy. See one example. Show that 0 to 2 pi d theta by 2 plus cos theta equal to 2 by root 3 by residue theorem. Now directly substitute what is cos theta. That's all. Z equal to e power I theta. Dz equal to I e power I theta d theta. D theta is dz by iz. So which is cos theta equal to e power I theta plus e power minus I theta by 2. So equal to z plus 1 by z by 2. Now you substitute in this I equal to integral over c. D theta is nothing but dz by iz. 2 plus cos theta is z plus 1 by z by 2. So this z and here LCM is z get cancelled. It is z square plus 1. So again here is 2 LCM and it will go for numerator. Then it is 2 by here I is I integral over c 1 by z square plus 4z plus 1 after simplifying taking LCMs. Now 2 by I into, so this is you consider as f of z. Now this is your f of z. Now consider poles. For poles equate denominator to 0. So it is of the form ax square plus bx plus c. Now x equal to minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. I use that formula, minus 4 plus or minus 4 square is 16 minus 4. 16 minus 4 is 12. 12 can be written as 4 into 3. Root 4 is 2. That means it is 2 root 3. Now here is 2, here is 2, here is 2 get cancelled, minus 2 plus or minus root 3. Now you need to check which point lies inside, either minus 2 plus 3 or minus 2 minus 3. So taking its modulus, that's all. So root 3 is approximately 1.7321 minus 2 plus 1.7321. So it is less than 1, right? So minus 2 minus something 1.72, it is greater than 1, right? Because it is minus 2 minus 1 point means it is greater than 2 minus greater than 2. So this point lies outside. So this point lies inside. You need to check the residue. You need to find the residue at this pole. So you have to calculate residue. So because it is a simple pole, directly you multiply. So in this, so already we take a factors, that means z minus alpha into z minus beta. So z minus, this is one factor and this is another factor. Now simply cancel it and substitute z by minus 2 plus root 3. So after minus 2 plus 2 get cancelled, it is 1 by 2 root 3. Now, so only one point which lies inside now. So that is your residue. One point lies inside. That means 2 pi I into its residue is this. 2 to get cancelled. Pi I by 3. Now I equal to, so 2 by I into this. So this already we find it is pi I by 3. Substitute. Then I get cancelled. It is 2 pi by 3. That's all. Right. So residue theorem, Cauchy integral theorem, both are approximately same. But so by finding residues, it is very easy. So rather than finding using Cauchy integral theorem, Cauchy integral formula. So this is easiest way. Right? Thank you.